So good morning everyone. In last class we have discussed example problems. I think we have completed till 8th example. So we have to start now 9th example. So what is 9th example? Consider 4 power 4 into 5 power 4. So what is the question? 4 power 4 into 5 power 4. So we have to solve this. So which law of exponent we are using here? So here both bases are equal and powers are different. So which law of exponent we can use? So we can use a power n into b power n into c power n is equals to a, b, c whole power n. So they have given in this form, we have to convert in this form. This is second law of exponent. Okay, so what we have to write now? We have to write in the form of 4 into 5 whole power 4. So 4 5 is 20. 4 times of 5 will be 20. 20 power 4 is our answer. So which law of exponent we have used? We have used a power n into b power n into c power n is equals to a, b, c whole power n. So this law of exponent we have used here. Okay. So next is 10th example. So what is the example? Consider p power 7 into q power 7. So if you see this again, both the powers are same, bases are different. So which law of exponent we are using? Again this law of exponent only we are using. So what we can write? A power n into b power n into c power n can be written as a, b, c whole power n. So we can write this in the form of how you can write this? They have given in this form, we have to convert to this form. That is, we can write p into q whole power 7. P into q is nothing but pq whole power 7. So this is our result for 10th example. Next 11th one. Example 11. Consider 7 power 7 by 7 cube. What is that? 7 power 7 by 7 cube. So if you see, this is in the form of fraction and both bases are equal, powers are different. So what is that? Both bases are equal, powers are different. So which formula we can use here? We can use the law of exponent. Which law of exponent we are using? We are using a power m by a power n. So for this we are having three different conditions. That is a power m minus n if m value is greater than n value. 1 by a power n minus m if m is less than n. 1 if m is equals to n. So depending upon these conditions we will choose the formula. Which condition we have to write? By seeing these conditions we have to take. Okay, so this is in the form of given 7 power 7 by 7 cube. Okay, so now both bases are equal. So a value is 7 here, m value is 7, n value is 3. Okay, now if you see this, here we got a value as 7, m value as 7 and n value as 3. So if you compare this m value and n value, here m value is greater than the n value. So what is that? Here m value is greater than the n value. That means 7 is greater than 3. So we can take m is greater than n. So if m is greater than n, which formula we have to use? Which condition we have to use? A power m minus n we have to use. So this one we will convert into a power m minus n. That is a power m minus n is equals to a value is 7, m value is 7 minus n value is 3. So it will be 7 power 4. So 7 how many times we have to multiply? 7 4 times we have to multiply. Okay. So this is our example number 11. Next is example number 12. Example 12, that is 3 power 8 by 3 power 3. So again bases are equal, that is in the form of fraction. M value and n values are different. So by how the m value and n values are there, by seeing that we have to choose the condition there. So given 3 power 8 by 3 power 3. So here a value is 3. M value is 8, N value is 3. So if you say this, 8 is greater than 3, is it right? Yes, 8 is greater than 3. So we can say that M is greater than N. So we can say what? M is greater than N, we can say. Okay, so now 3 power 8 by 3 power 3, how you will write? M is greater than N. So we will use the first condition, that is A power M minus N. A is nothing but 3. M is nothing but 8 minus 3. So it will be 3 power 5. So what is the answer? 3 power 5 is our answer. So now example number 13. Consider 5 power 5 by 5 power 8. So what is the question? 5 power 5 by 5 power 8. So if you see, again the both bases are equal but powers are different. So which condition we will use? This formula only, this law of exponent only. But which condition we have to choose, we have to see. So here given 5 power 5 by 5 power 8. What they have given? 5 power 5 by 5 power 8. So if you see this, A value is 5, M value is 5 and N value is here 8. Okay, M value is 5 and N value is 8. So if you say this is 5 is less than 8, is it right? Yes, 5 is less than 8. So that means M value will be less than the N value. So what is that? M value is less than N value. So which condition we have to use? We have to use the second condition, because in this condition we are seeing M value is less than N value. So in which way we have to write? 1 by A power N minus M we have to write. Okay, so that will be 1 by A is nothing but 5, N is nothing but 5, sorry, N value is 8 minus M value is 5. So it will be 1 by 5 power 8 minus 5 is how much? 3. So if you want, again you can convert this. How to convert? By using a condition A power minus N is equals to 1 by A power N. So this law of exponent is also there first. Yes, so they have given in this form. Now we have to convert to this form. So we can write this 1 by 5 power 3 as 5 power minus 3. So how to write? 5 power minus 3 we can write. So this is our example number 13. Next is 14th example. Consider A square by A power 7. So what is that? Consider A square by A power 7. So again the same way we have to do. Solution given A square by A power 7. What is that? A square by a power 7. So if you see, if you compare this again with this formula, why I am comparing with that formula? Because both bases are equal, powers are different, and that is in the form of fractional way. So here a value will be a itself, m value is 2, n value is 7. So if you compare the m value and n value, 2 is less than 7. Is it right? Yes, that is 2 is less than 7. So m value is less than n value. So which formula we have to use? We have to use the second condition. That is, we can write in the form of 1 by a power n minus m. That is, 1 by a is nothing but a itself, n is nothing but 7, minus m is nothing but 2. So it will be 1 by a power 5. So again this has been, we can convert this in the form of a power minus n is equals to 1 by a power n. So how to write this now? We can write in the form of, they have given in this form, we have to convert to this form now. That is, a power minus 5 is our answer. So this is example number 14. Next is example number 15. That is, consider four power 3 by 4 power 3. So if you see this, both bases are equal as well as the powers are also equal in this case. So we can take the a value as 4, m value is also is 3, and n value is also 3. So when m value and n values are equal, here 3 is equals to 3. That means m value is equals to n value. So whenever the m value and n values are equal, what we will get the answer as? We will get the answer as 1. That is 4 power 3 by 4 power 3. 4 how many times we have to multiply? 3 times. The same way 4 we have to multiply 3 times again. 1 za, 4 ones, 4 ones, 4 ones, 4 ones. So answer is how much? 1. So whenever the m value and n values are equal, we will get the result as 1. So this is our example number 15. Next is 16th example. Example number 16, consider 7 by 4 whole power 5. So the given value is in the form of fraction and they have given the whole power. So which law we have to apply? We have to apply the fourth law. What is that fourth law? That is in the form of fraction with a common power. So we have to divide the numerator and denominator along with power there. So here given 7 by 4 whole power 5. So this is in the form of a by b whole power n. So a by b whole power n, how you to write? That is a power n by b power n. So in the same way we are splitting this in the form of 7 power 5 by 4 power 5. Now 7 we can multiply for 5 times, as well as 4 also you can multiply 5 times. Okay, so you can leave the answer in this way also. That is 7 power 5 by 4 power 5. So this is example number 17. This is example number 16. Okay, so next is example number 17. Consider, now example number 17, consider p by q whole power 6. What is the next equation? P by q whole power 6. So given p by q whole power 6. So which condition we are applying again? That is a by b whole power n. That is, we can write in the form of a power n by b power n. So how to write this? P power 6 by q power 6 you can write. So what is that? P power 6 by q power 6. So this is our example number 17. Next is example number 18. Evaluate one power 4, 1 power 5, 1 power 7, minus 1 power 2, minus 1 power 3, minus 1 power 4, minus 1 power 5. So we have to find the answers for this. So 1 power 4 is nothing but 1 we have to multiply 4 times. 1 power 5 is nothing but 1 we have to multiply 5 times. 1 into 1 into 1 into 1 into 1. 1 power 7 is nothing but 1 we have to multiply 7 times. Minus 1 power 2. Minus 1 we have to multiply 2 times. Minus 1 power 3 means minus 1 we have to multiply 3 times. Minus 1 power 4 means minus 1 we have to multiply 4 times. Minus 1 power 5 means we have to multiply 5 times. Okay, so what will be the result? If you multiply 1 4 times, again the result will be 1 itself. If you multiply 1 5 times, the result will be 1 itself. 1 if you multiply 7 times, it will be 1 itself. So see here, minus 1 to the power of 2. So minus 1, how many times we are multiplying? 2 times. So 2 is an even number. So minus into minus will be plus. 1 into 1 will be 1. So the result will be plus 1. Here 3. 3 is an odd number. So minus, if you multiply odd number of times, always the result will be minus. So 1 into 1 is 1. 1 into 1 is 1. So it will be minus 1. Okay. So minus 1 to the power of 4. 4 is an even number. So if you multiply minus 4 times, that is 4 even number of times, always the result will be plus 1. And the power is 5 here. So now minus you are multiplying odd number of times. That means the result will be minus. So it will be minus 1. So here it is minus 1. It is minus 1. So next is example number 19. That is evaluate, express minus 27 by 125 in exponential form. So we have to express this minus 27 and 125 in exponential form. So here given So minus 27 we can write in the form of 3. 3 multiples, that is 3 into 3 is 9. 9 into 3 is 27. So here minus is there. So keep minus for every number. Okay, next 125. So 125, what are prime factors of 125? 5 times is 25. 25 5 times is 125. So these are the prime factors of minus 27 and 125. So what we have to write here, minus 27 by 125 is equals to minus 3 whole power 3 by 5 power 3. So this is our example number 19. So with this, our examples and chapter has been completed. So we will do some extra problems for this. So one more example I am taking. Example number 20. So this is not there in your textbook. That is, find the value of x. Find the value of x, that is minus 7 by 5 power 11 into minus 7 by 5 whole power 3 is equals to minus 7 by 5 whole power 2a plus 2. 2x plus 2. So what we have to find here? We have to find the x value. So what we have to find? We have to find the x value. So if you see this bases are equal, so we can add the power. So which formula we are using? A power m into a power n is equals to a power m plus n. So when both bases are equal, we can add the power. So I am adding these both powers. That is minus 7 by 5, 11 plus 3. The power of 11 plus 3 is equals to minus 7 by 5 whole power 2x plus 2. Okay. Now in this case, which formula we will apply? We will apply the last condition, that is a power m into a power n is equals to a power m. A power m is equals to a power n give rise to a power m is equals to n. So when both bases are equal, we have to equate the powers. So what we have to do, when both bases are equal, we have to equate the powers. Now in this case, both bases are equal, we have to equate the powers first. So this one we can write in the form of power of 14 is equals to minus 7 by 5 whole power 2x plus 2. So not here, I am using the formula here. Okay, so now both bases are equal, in middle you are having equal to sign, so we can equate the powers. So we can write 14 is equals to 2x plus 2. Transpose is plus 2 to other side, that will become minus. So it will be 14 minus 2 is equals to 2x. 14 minus 2 is 12 is equals to 2x. So x will be equals to 12 by 2. 2 1 time, 2 6 times. So what is the x value? X value is 6. So this is our another example. Next one is so one more we will do. So one more example we will do, that is find the value of Find the value of 4 by 9 to the power of minus 5 into 4 by 9 to the power of 2 into 4 by 9 to the power of 3. So if you see this, all the base values are equal and the powers are different. And in middle you are having the multiplication sign. So which formula, which law we can use? We can use a power m into a power n is equals to a power m plus n. So we can add all the powers. So it can be 4 by 9 whole power minus 5 plus 2 plus 3. That is 4 by 9 to the power of minus 5 plus 2. This is minus 5. 2 plus 3 will be 5 again. That is plus 5. So minus 5 plus 5 will be equals to 0. Now this is in the form of which condition? That is a power 0 is equals to 1. So any number to the power of 0 will be how much? 1 only. So this is our another example, and you have to write all these in your classworks. Okay. So and now already we know all the laws of exponents. So once again I am revising all the laws of exponents here. So see here. So first law is a power m into a power n is equals to a power m plus n. So this is the first law. Second one is a, b, c whole power n can be written as a power n into b power n into c power n. Third law is a power m whole power n can be written as a power m into n. This is the third law. Fourth law is a by b whole power n can be written as a power n by b power n. Fifth is a power m by a power n can be written as, for this we are having three different conditions. A power m minus n if m is greater than n. 1 by a power n minus m if m is less than n. 1 if m is equals to n. So these are the three different conditions. These are three different conditions. By using this condition, by seeing the m value and n value, we will be going on changing the condition. Next, sixth one is a power 0 is equals to 1. Seventh is a power minus n is equals to 1 by a power n. So this is the seventh condition. Eighth one is a by b whole power minus n is equals to b by a whole power n. So this is eighth condition. And the last condition is a power m is equals to a power n give rise to m is equals to n. So these are the 9 important laws of exponents. Okay, which you are going to learn in 8th class also. In next class, we will start a new chapter. Thank you.